Yes, Yoshi's Crafted World, the only game that just exists. Honestly, did you forget about this game? Cause I sure as hell did. I think people suddenly remembered the Yoshi series after the new game just got announced in the most recent Direct. But joke's on you, I started playing this game before that Direct. As I was thinking of the next rgfmc after beating Link's Awakening, even though that game isn't that long at all, I wanted a shorter experience and then saw this game and was like, oh wow, perfect. So I guess the purpose of me playing this is to see why I completely forgot about it and only played the first level however long ago. I'll start off with positives and then get to my negatives, but trust me, there won't be much of either. Okay, so I think something this game does really well, but is put you into the crafted world. Honestly, I think I should just stop putting down looks for positives in these videos, because I think I've just put it as a positive for every single game, but I think that's it. I can't really blame myself for doing this though, because it's really just the biggest highlight of this game. Anyways, another thing I like is the different areas you get to explore. You get such a nice variety of places and get a couple levels in each of them. I think my only letdown was having a forest and a jungle before two of the gems. Like, I just went into a jungle and now I get a forest for the gems. Another thing I like is also just the chill vibes of this game. It's kind of relaxing for some reason and I can't really explain why. The boss fights are also really cool, even if they take 5 seconds to beat besides the final boss, because that's actually a lengthy fight. I also enjoy the silly minigame levels, even if I manage to never get first place in any of them, because I suck balls at them. But honestly, that's all I can think of for the positives of this game. Like I said, I didn't really take much away from this game, but let's move on to some of my critiques. Alright, I'll just get it out of the way. This game is too easy. All the puzzles are piss easy, and keep in mind, I am the type of person to struggle on the easiest puzzles of all time. I genuinely think the only challenge this game brings is the fact that you can only get hit 3 times before dying, but that's about it. Aside from Shadowville, this game is so ungodly free, and it gets even worse when you consider the costumes would just tank hits for you and replenish if you just manage to die. And there's also the existence of Mellow Mode, which is an easy mode into an already piss easy game. I think a good comparison to this is Miitopia. That game is really easy in the main story, and don't get me wrong, but at least you can do stuff to make it challenging, and there's no easy mode to make it easier for some stupid reason. Like, imagine if Miitopia had an easy mode, what the fuck would be the purpose? The only other game I think I've seen this in is in Forgotten Land, but at least that game is like balanced difficulty-wise, so it kinda makes sense to have an easy mode for beginners that just kinda suck at the game, but I still don't think it's acceptable for this game to have an easy mode at all. I think this is a bit of both worlds here, but this game really gives out flowers like it's candy. Like, thank you for letting me speed through your game, but I'd actually like to feel like I'm finding something here. I think like a third of the flowers are creative and pretty well hidden, but the other 2/3 are just silly and obvious. Another complaint I have is definitely the gaming being too repetitive. Feels like I'm playing the same level structure over and over again, and I don't really like that. Sure, they do a fine enough job at introducing a mechanic for every single level, but it's just like not really much you can do. You can add a new enemy, some new backgrounds. It's not like you're playing as Mario, you're only playing as Yoshi, which has way less control options. You don't have power-ups with the Yoshi, you just do not get as much. So yeah, I think I can kinda expect that, but it's still annoying. But honestly, that's all I really have to say. It's time for some final thoughts. Well, yeah, this game is good, but man, does it get held back by its freeness and repetitive gameplay. It does an awesome job with the aesthetics, but it doesn't have a story to bounce off of that at all. I didn't mention story in either of the categories because I think it's both of them. Sure, oh no, gems stolen, we must get them back and stop Kamek and whining asshole, but it's like a Mario-esque game. I'm not expecting a fucking 1,000-year door again. So, let's get to the final score. I think I knew the score of this game like halfway through my playthrough, and unlike most games I've played, the ending didn't make me like it like a 0.5 more, so I think there's no better score than a 7. It's good, but it's not anything to go crazy over, and I see why everyone, including myself, forgot about this game's existence. Did it deserve it? Not really, but like I just said, I do see why it happened. Anyways, that's the end. Thanks for watching. Peace.